I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I lost it. I have a motion to.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I would second that.
We say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed 3-0. The minutes. I've had them 2 different times.
Commissioner minutes from Monday, April 27th, 2026. Gina Master met with the board to ensure that type 1 paperwork is complete and will be posted on the county website. Frank Wright, MCHC board member, met with the board for an update on the MCHC repair project. Gary Phillips, South Road foreman, met with the board to discuss road conditions and improvements to the Quonset buildings. At the hour of 10 a.m., the Board of Commissioners of McCone County, Montana met in regular session with Ty Taylor, Lonnie Jensen, and Alan Stemple present. Presiding officer Alan Stemple called the meeting to order. The Pledge of Allegiance was recited. Commissioner Taylor moved to approve the agenda. Commissioner Jensen seconded the motion, and the motion passed 3-0. The April 20, 2026 minutes were approved as amended. There were no committee reports. The board reviewed the CDBG grant for MCHC. The board tabled the draw for the project till we receive a reimbursement from the state. The board reviewed the Mid-Rivers encroachment permits for crossing county roads, Stony, Lost Creek, Spring Creek, and North Road to install cable. Commissioner Jensen moved to approve the permits and Commissioner Taylor seconded. Motion passed 3-0. Board tabled action on the public health master contract until the paperwork is complete. The board will continue to update the policy and procedures manual and submit it to the county attorney. The meeting was open to public participation at 1 p.m. Alan Pyrotech, is that what it is? Pyrotech Pyro Egg Services met with the board to discuss potentially spraying noxious weeds for the county. Hope Baker, Mako Insurance, and Penny Kuntz, Circle Insurance Agency, met with the board to update the county property and equipment insurance policy. Correspondence occupied the board for the rest of the day. Meeting joined at 5 p.m.
Is noxious weeds, is that a good way to put that, or
Yep.
that'll work? Okay.
Yeah,
Because that's what he's mainly spraying.
Okay.
That's basically what he's spraying.
I move to accept the minutes, approve the minutes as read.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. No, motion passes 3-0. That's the first time
In a
in a while. Okay, committee reports.
So, on April 28th, the Home County Health Center board meeting.
What day was it?
April 28th.
28. Okay.
And they were getting quotes on the life pack. I think that's the jump start for the shocker deal for the heart that they have in their ER.
Well, yeah. It takes vitals and it collects a lot of data primarily.
And when they approved one, the name of it says Zol for 27,000.
Yeah.
And it's something they're required to have, and their other one, they tried a new battery on it and that didn't.
They're borrowing from their own services because will get more of use of it in the facility than so.
And this one was, I think they said approximately 15 years old. And they shared this letter. It's a National Rural Health Association, and it gives a list of top critical hospitals nationwide, and they have what they call a best practice recipients quality, and McCone County Health Center was on that list.
Pretty cool.
I think there was only, on the whole list, there was only one other Montana facility listed. So they have two new board members, and they're really gonna be good. I think, you know, they ask a lot of questions just because they're new, but they also have a lot of input because of their past experience. I think they're gonna be good. And they were looking at a new washing machine, and they had quite a variation in prices for commercial ones. It was from 14,000 to 22,000. Seems like a lot. Anyway, they're checking into that, and they're checking into just.
And they're still looking at the propane dryers then too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're, you know, they checked with just some, you know, non-commercial ones, only, and they're about $800. Well, they just don't have the loads, you know, like these commercial ones. I think you can do 100 pounds in them, and your home units are about 20 pounds. So anyway, they're checking that out. That's it.
Cool. So then April payroll and deductions. That's payroll. It's payroll and deductions.
So we've seen these and signed them. Do you want
Oh, you've signed them already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you just
If
like,
if you've signed them all, then I just get them back.
would you like the motion to approve them?
We don't usually do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we could just bring them and be
Yeah.
sued by every.
So that's payroll deductions. Here's timesheets.
I think they're all fine. I did look through.
Okay.
Except there was a bunch of herbs in there, but they signed the first one, I guess.
Yeah, the deal on herbs was, I thought with this grant, I thought the money was just for like, you know, paying for equipment or something like that. This grant is paying him.
Oh.
And then at his, just at his straight rate, they want to pay him at a separate rate. And then either Sherry or Carrie let him know that that's not what we do. So they just paid him at his state rate. So it's a personnel issue, but he got 1,000. Like his paycheck was like. So, I mean, he got a nice paycheck for the month. But it's grant money. I mean, you know, it is what that is. And it sounds like they're Mary at the library is very excited by this. They talked to, I think Donnie Quick for like 4 hours, something like that. So, I mean, some people they've really, I think they've got Earl's done. I think he was one of the first.
Yeah, they got Earl's done, they got Dale Hubings done.
Okay.
There was one other guy, Jim Purchase.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who they were. He said he was interviewing somebody else, and I don't remember who.
And it sounds like they're going to keep going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they like it, and they're trying to figure out some way, you know, where to post it, which will probably wind up being YouTube. But even cutting it down, you know, each person's probably gonna be half an hour to an hour. Just,
Yeah.
it's not just a live stream of whatever, 4 or 5 hours of just questions. So. All right, so that's the time sheets. We're good. Here's the officers' reports. The other three will need a stamp too.
Oh, I missed them.
Yeah.
You got one of them, I see.
Yeah, I have days like that.
You're saving ink.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I think the only reason we stamp it is that at some point, if somebody wants to look at it, it's like, oh, the commissioners did see this. But we have no way of checking. If the clerk and recorder says they got $100 this month, we have no way to double check it. So I guess it's only like if they bring in $1 million or, something out of the ordinary might catch somebody's eye. A short one.
There's one underneath them.
There was 3 there. And you already stood. Yeah. So claims, Carrie's on the phone with somebody, who's been on and off the phone with somebody, and we saw like 3 or 4 checks on her desk that looked like something had eaten it. So I wonder if her printer's messing up with them. So she hasn't been able to print the checks yet. But they're all set. The CDBG draw for the health center. That's just waiting on the state to come back. I wonder if we want to try and either email or call Christine later.
Just not, let's get a hold of, Tori and see where,
Yeah, that's
we
true.
gotta find something out here.
Yeah, that's a good point. The CDBG grant for the planning board, that's just for to update the zoning. And they've definitely been spending money.
Yeah.
So then there'll be some reimbursements from that, so that's good. The public health workforce grant, it's supposed to be coming through online. And I got one, what's the online signature thing? I signed that last week, but I haven't seen, it said once it's all done, just send me a copy, and I haven't got a copy.
Like a DocuSign or something?
Yeah, DocuSign. So that's still in the work. It's not finalized yet. So I guess for now, we just table that. The Smart XEO website. So Carrie's gonna send that to John. So we'll table that one as well. And then the contract for the senior center. So that was, that's gonna be for
Steve,
the bathroom and then
the railing.
finally get that railing done.
Yeah.
So, and then he basically is available then. And we can look at it then, and we have it for the senior center, but we could always amend it if we run into something else. I don't know what else we would have. Oh, that reminds me though, did we ever do anything with the roof of the senior center? Remember how Morgan came in that time?
No,
He was
we
gonna
haven't
clean
done-
it or something?
Not that I know, no, we haven't done anything, but he told us what it was needing,
But hadn't he said, maybe he's waiting for better weather?
might have been.
Cause I thought he was gonna clean it and give us a
Yes, that's true, He was-
something. So we'll have to check with him. You mentioned this morning about Patty. We gotta figure out what we're gonna pay her and when we're gonna start paying her. Cause one of the bills that came in, she went to at least 1, if not 2 different trainings as a public health officer. And Sue paid the training, mileage, everything else, we're good there, but we really gotta be paying her something, because I don't even think we're paying her $100 a month anymore.
No, no.
I think that dropped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they thought, because he was done.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, she was done.
yeah, I agree, we do have to do something.
We gotta figure out. So I put on that, oh shoot, there was something else. Oh, so the Quonsets, Sherry's here, we'll have to ask her. Because it's interstate engineering.
Yeah.
So we gotta see if we can get,
Where we're paying for it.
if she'll approve that 5,500.
Yeah.
At least get the plans done. We should also talk to Anita this afternoon about the cemetery. And see if that's gonna be a. You know, if they're gonna do it or somebody else will do it or whatever.
Isn't that still like a contract and the tellers as needed?
Well,
Oh, Rick, we are recording.
We're recording, fair warning.
Just warning, yeah.
I get you guys complain about it.
Oh, all right. Well,
even better.
we, yeah, we record it either way. It's just, we
Yeah.
like people to know.
You gotta be upbeat sometimes. You just can't come in here and beat on track. That's all I was gonna say.
Well, thank you.
Super. So we can check with her. Yeah, it seems like there was something else. Oh, yeah, we just gotta figure out the cemetery.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if Nita's good with it. And they'll just cover it no matter what, we're good, but if it's gonna turn into. If we're gonna start paying on call or something else. That's why I was kind of hoping that.
I think we make that decision that it can't be on call, isn't, I mean, I know it's
Right, it just, what we have to do,
5 days a week.
we're gonna have to put it in an email.
Yeah.
So that we have a record of what the agreement is.
Yeah.
So that we don't get any surprises.
The only other way you could do it is if we have an employee that's already got a cell phone. And and they would only be able to charge, or still you only charge for the hours you work. You can't be charging for all day long on the.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, but what I was kind of thinking is, instead of giving out, a number. We could publish it that what's one of the non-emergency numbers at, there's like a recorded line at dispatch. One's recorded, one's not, or something like that.
Yeah, probably 3405 or something.
So we could list the dispatch number. Look, if you have an issue on this, call this number, and then whoever the person is, then dispatch could contact them. And if you get him, you get him. If you don't, because it would be unfortunate if somebody passes away on a Saturday, they want to bury him on Sunday, and you can't find the person to do that. But I mean, sometimes it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would still like to have, if we could find somebody to take it on, that's not, not taken away for their duties during the day already. But let's start by talking to Nita and see what she says. Because maybe she's thought this through.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I just kind of threw the idea out there, but maybe she's already got the whole plan.
All right.
So I think that's it. I think that covers, that was the other thing. We got a thing in the folder from MDT, and it's got a note on it to talk to the commissioners. So this is the road construction by Brockway, because we had to, they came in, they had agreements with us.
Yep.
Because they're gonna take some land. Well, the way this reads, they're gonna pay us for it. So eventually, when we get the new deeds in, then we're gonna have to look at what we've got for the guys that have the ag leases, and see if we have to reduce their leases.
Or of them.
Well, we could see what the going rate is. So I've just always heard that the farmland is not really good farmland. So I don't know.
Does this need to be approved and signed, or is it,
Well, that's,
it's just to ask commissioners? No,
yeah, That's kind of my impression is that, because I
I
don't
remember,
remember them saying they were gonna pay us for the.
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, all right.
And I think it's that, isn't that, they're just paying for an easement. They're not paying for the ownership of it. Is what I got out of that, but.
Oh, that must be what it is then. Yeah, I just saw that there was an amount to, you know,
Yeah.
amount of payments.
I did.
have you been across that road project, Liberty?
Through Flowing Well?
Yeah.
No. No, but my kid's coming home and she mentioned she wants this with beef and that with beef. I'm like, well, guess it's time to go to Jordan and stock up, but yeah, I've been dreading it. Have you been across it?
No, but
Oh.
I talked to someone, and Dave Sigmund said they went across there Saturday, and he recommended not to go that way.
Yeah, and I got a white pickup, so I'm sure it's gonna be great.
Is the agenda concluded then?
That has everything that we can impact. So, yeah, there's nothing else going on.